So today is Sunday. Must be a little bit careful here with this road. And we drove now from Aswan in direction. Oh Jesus, 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 Jesus. Luxor. Man, 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 what a road. Luxor. And now we are, this is the last part which takes the most time here, because the route is really winding, but also completely damaged. And this takes much more time. Oh, now we are coming out of the canyon. Now when I wanted to film the canyon, we are coming out. We drove now for 2 hours through the canyon here. And now we are out. But the road is not getting better. Anyway, we are driving now to Abydos. Abydos is only 30 kilometers away from here, and we hope to find a hotel then. To visit there the temples, tombs, graves and whatever. Abydos was a famous graveyard in, I think, the Old Kingdom or the Middle Kingdom. And now we are back here, open. Oh, that's a truck coming on our side. Didn't recognize it. There was a little bit reversed action here. Yeah, this is open terrain here now, but the road is really bad. You can see this here. But relatively nice desert the last hour. Not so much trash. Driving through the canyon. But now it gets a little bit more boring. Here is again the last remains of the canyon on the right side with some dunes. So this was a crazy ride here, to come here, and no, I speak with the camera, my friend. YouTube, you know, and because the first part when we drove through the canyon, everything was fine, but when we came closer to Abydos here, there was a police stop, and with the police stop, this took such a long time to manage out, and then we had an escort here through the whole town, and 2 hours, took 2 hours to go through here, and this was a huge hassle somehow. But now we stay here in the hotel, really overpriced. It's the only hotel here in town. That's the House of Life, and now we go to the temple, which is this temple here, and want to visit in the afternoon something, and tomorrow we will leave again to somewhere else. We will see where we go. But this morning, this afternoon, everything a little bit wasted all the time. It's already 1 p.m. in the afternoon, And yeah, let's see. The town is a little bit strange here. I don't know. It's not so relaxed like Aswan. It's a little bit different. Oh, this way here. We have nearly missed the entrance here. So here's the entrance. That's the entrance. Everything completely empty. Only a few people. So we pay for the House of Life. It was not bookable in somewhere in the internet, but there's plenty of rooms available. Overpriced for 2 persons, $150. You have a swimming pool there. That's the only thing which makes the difference between $30 and $150. And perhaps the only hotel here in place. It is how it is, because there's nothing around and the police is wasting so much time. And there's also police around the hotel. Seems to be a tough place here. There's also here around police everywhere. And you can't go everywhere, anywhere really. But it's also not something what I want to do. We visit this place now here, and then we will relax a little bit later. And tomorrow we will leave further north. Yeah, now we are in Abydos. It was only $2.20 per person. This is $4 per person. €4 per person. So I don't expect too much to see. But this is also, you can see it year round, there's no one really. That's too far away from everything. And perhaps also with all this police hassle to go here and whatever, I don't know. So that's the main stairs here, what we go, and there is I don't know what. There was also an additional ticket possible, which was something around 100. We didn't take this. We took only let's say the main ticket. Look around here.
Want to buy something from below the fence?
So something must have happened here.
From behind the fence?
That there's so much. First there is no one, and the second is that there's so much police. There was also something on the opposite side of the hotel, on the other street side. There was a shop, a normal shop for drinks and whatever. And they wanted to sell me a small can, which costs normally 15 for 30. No way to get it cheaper. This means also that I don't want to buy anything anymore. I would have bought something more. So the person will lose much more, and this didn't look like there was huge selling going on. So, but anyway, that's the temple. Don't know what happened here with Abydos. There's some buses, but not too many. Abydos, perhaps there's not so much to see, or it's a little bit run down. That it's not so famous anymore. Perhaps it was once. One hotel, there's also another hotel then, a different hotel. It's also not so much, from the outside it's not so good in shape. And you can also see that the hieroglyphs, they are not so well made like the earlier, the first dynasty, not the first, the old kingdom I mean. Here in the new kingdom, this is everything a little bit quicker made, it looks like. Not so nice artistic. In the old kingdom you have much more details. You can see really the faces. Yeah, you can even see the faces here of the birds, of the priest or whatever this person, that is the priest, sitting. And here it's everything a little bit quicker made. But I can be wrong. Perhaps it was once better in condition. And what I see also is always that it's much deeper here. But perhaps it's simply not well. What is this here? Not well kept over the thousands of years here. This grid. Someone else must have done this. Grid. Not sure. Not sure what this is. That's a good part, if you have done such a hassle with all the police escort and everything, that you're nearly alone here. That's a really interesting, nice temple here. You can also imagine how the other temples look like when you have seen so many different temples. For example, Karnak temple, no? Because everything is here still covered. And the other temples were not covered really anymore. So this closes the picture. There's so much stone there above. And there's a window open. Because there is some holes in the ceiling. You can see this here. And perhaps they did also something that when the sun is shining through, that it's going there somewhere, the sun. And magically this is really amazing. Such a big temple, and then you can imagine how it is when everything is covered. They have closed a little bit gaps, but many of the original cover is still left. Here, for example, the black and with stars, blue ceiling. That's impressive. And there's also colors left. Colors. That's really a nice temple. That's already one of the nicest I've been. That's impressive because, as I said before, this is everything still covered, and here also everything really in good condition. Go closer, they have also tried to destroy here the eyes. Here's something, perhaps it was my mistake or perhaps not. There's some colors left, it looks like. And this is a sign of wealth here. It's really nice that it is not so crowded here. Different cartouches here. Double feather. Waves. That's a priest in detail. Oh, sorry. So, and here is also the roof black. Everything black, it's not blue anymore. But full with inscriptions. There's cartouches, full with cartouches. Everywhere. And it's really good condition, I must say. Really good condition. This looks a little bit, let's say, aged somehow, everything. The other side is still in a very good condition. There's the colors missing, but that's it more or less. Ooh.
Look at the hair.
Which
The
hair?
hair is it's a very detailed here. That's curly hair.
What happened here with the holes? Is everything full with holes? I think they assembled it somehow. After this wall was lying down somewhere. Anyway, here someone destroyed the ice again. And here this is also something which was made consciously. It's good condition. Very good condition. Very good condition here. Oh, this is a fake door. That's the fake door I heard about. There's the blue ceiling with the yellow stars. This is the stars, always what you see on top. And there behind is blue. And this is very similar everywhere. And this also on top of the walls. This must have been full here, everywhere. Like this, on top. But I think they used black and not blue. Here, because it looks too black, everything. Instead of blue, and blue is really expensive. Coming from Afghanistan. Destroyed mouth and eyes. Especially the eyes here. Interestingly, here in the temple they destroyed only the eyes and the mouth. That is really detailed sometimes, because you can see also here the structure of the beating stick. And here's the face already again destroyed. And here's also the face is destroyed. Face destroyed of this Nubian hieroglyphs. So here on top it's clearly visible that they have put everything together somehow. Again, there's some metal construction to hold everything together. But why are there holes? Perhaps they had to move it somehow, these pieces. That's the reason why there are always holes here. There is so much detail there on top. Unbelievable. So here again, really good condition. Everything. Not everything, but so many pieces, and if you have seen already so many temples like we did, then everything goes together somehow. How everything was made and put together. A little bit, a little bit. You can see here the hair. Still, I'm not allowed to touch it, but this is indeed everything really nice structured and decorated here. And also the roof, everything on top. There must have been so many workers here. So here, this room is really nice made and still is in really good condition, especially here. The ceiling, if you look there, the stars and in between the kings, the pharaohs, cartouches, made of different pharaohs, I think. Many different pharaohs. Looks not like the same. And you can see here also there's the faces and the hands and the feet again removed. By the Christians, we found out now, by the Christians. By the way, look at this here, there's a fire extinguisher. So the question would be, what can burn here inside? What can burn if you look around? There's not so much, huh? But there's a fire extinguisher. Oh, that's really great here, to be here this alone. And this is also still, they have reconstructed here so many things, but anyway, this is also okay. In a good condition. You can also see this here, that it's reconstructed. There's something left here. I know, I'm not allowed to touch it. There's this Nubian face. Here, for example, the ceiling is covered. What you can see there here. This is really nice. Complete, colorful. The colors still remain here. Unbelievable. That's even better than whatever other temples, but everything goes together. You have to see them all to get a whole image, how everything looks like, and especially if you can read everything and understand it, it's much better. Here the colors, the different colors. Everything. So these parts have been rebuilt here. everything with new stones. But this is at the end. Oh, this looks really nice in this direction. How this gives you an imagination how it was once looking, even if this is concrete or newer stones like them here, they are much newer. But it looks like they were made traditionally. Definitely not original. And this gives you an imagination, even if this is concrete here on top, how this was once looking, and on the walls still the remains what was once there in place. Here, for example, these niches. Not so much left, but still a little bit imagination here. And especially with the other side, which is in really good condition, you can see that there is so much more in a good condition there on the other side. For example, there, if you look there, you can see there this is much better. It's colorful and much better in shape. And here we have reconstruction, concrete on top, columns new erected. You can see also the concrete there, but also with these original pieces here around everything. And also there are the niches here around in concrete, like it was once looking. Oh. This is again the room here with this really well. So this is the best ceiling I've ever seen here. In so many different samples, and then you get an imagination how it was really looking there with the yellow and the blue. And especially here on the walls there is everything really good condition. But there's also all the faces removed everywhere. And here also. This is in really good condition. Never seen this in this good condition. So this is definitely something you should go. Abydos. Abydos is really a hassle to go here, except you are on a tour. When you see other temples, like the temple, what was it yesterday? Philae, which was also much younger. I mean, the younger part was younger. Then this is in much better condition here. And then you can imagine, here especially with the roof, how everything was looking blue. There's everything blue, a little bit more black. Unbelievable once. This was really in good condition 3,000 years ago. Some niches. There's someone giving something to drink. Niches. That's perhaps the pharaoh. This looks not so colorful. But it's really good that they have reinstalled everything here. Good for me, good for us. That there's not so many people visiting like other temples, like Karnak temples where you can't move anymore. And this year is everything empty. There's no colors anymore. You can see still on top a little bit remains. So many details here. So much variety. A fake door, which goes to the other hall where we have been already. Very nice. So this is for the hassle. The last. Oh, there's the Nubian face again. It's much bigger. Hieroglyphs, much bigger. Oh, there's a cartouche. Offerings, removed faces again. Here's the complete picture. Removed. And this gives you an imagination here. Again, like the other temples, we're looking big halls where you could walk through. Huge constructions at this time. And so colorful decorated. The most expensive buildings in the world at this time. These huge columns, floors, and people walk through. Oh, there's something happening here. Seems like cartouches here. Inscriptions everywhere. Floor is still very horizontal, but not in this good shape anymore. Oh, there's so many beds there. Nice, very nice. That's perhaps the best temple. One of the best temples, definitely. We have been. This is perhaps one of the last niches here, which is also not so good in shape anymore, but still. So that's the last hall here. Still in good condition, but not so many colors anymore. There's no colors at the end. No colors. Still in good condition. You can also see that once perhaps this is not working anymore. The sun was on specific dates shining through the ceiling on some symbols perhaps, or gods, whatever. Nice. This is absolutely recommend here to go. At the end it's much more expensive. If you stay here, the hotel costs $450, I told you this. And there's a swimming pool. It's a little bit old, everything. Let's say it's a normal US standard for this price. So here you have a scene